This is 5 Acres of Hope. My name is Paige, and if you're new here, I'm a mom to 3 little boys. I've got a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 4-year-old. And today I want to share with you some of my favorite ways to spend the days indoors. We've got our first snow happening today. It looks so beautiful. The boys have already been outside and gotten super cold and wet. It's been making me think of how I can use my time better inside since we're kind of cooped up in the house and 3 little boys start bouncing off the walls after about day 2. So here are my 5 things that we do to pass the time and keep those boys busy. First on my list is any sort of crafting. Now when I say crafting with boys, what I mean is very simple paper, crayons, and a pair of scissors. And they love it. Especially my second, he absolutely loves to cut things for some reason. He'll sit cutting pages, especially a little bit thicker ones, for at least a half an hour. And he'll go back and forth between drawing things and coloring and scribbling and all that stuff. But mostly he loves to cut. And those little kid scissors work great for that. We have a lot of sets of toys that you can build with. We have Duplos, we have a set of wood blocks, we've got Hot Wheel tracks that we can build, we have Magnetiles. Choosing a set of those to have out on a rainy day can be so helpful. I'll get them set up with a tower or something, and they just go from there, and they'll play with those for a long time. The next thing I have on my list is audiobooks. My oldest, he's really into an audiobook that I found. It's actually on CD, and it's called Jonathan Park. It's a Christian-based story about a young boy named Jonathan Park, and he has a whole family, a mom and dad, and they go on these adventures, and it's really cool. They quote scripture, and the stories are really fun. They've got different character voices, music background, the whole shebang. It's a whole production, and my son loves it. There's 3 parts that we have, and he goes back and forth listening to all the different parts. My younger son isn't quite at the level of the Jonathan Park series, but we have, it's called The Adventures of Curious George, and it's a whole set of kind of the traditional Curious George stories, the main ones from H.A. Ray, and he loves it. It's a whole production too. They've got sounds and different character voices and The Adventures of Curious George, and he loves listening to that while he plays. If you don't have any CDs, you can also try Audible for different stories, YouTube for kids' stories. You can turn on bedtime stories on Amazon Music, Spotify. You could search on there for all kinds of different options. It doesn't have to be on CD, although I personally like that because we can repeat it often and the kids get to know the stories and the characters really well because it's so familiar to them. Kind of hand in hand with the stories is just music. I'm a musician. I went to school for piano performance, but for some reason I don't tend to put music on first. So when we're indoors, putting on some gentler music. I personally love listening to any sort of classical music, some soft Christian music, or really whatever you like, can add to that calm feeling when you're trapped indoors and are trying to take it a little bit slower. Or if you're wanting to get out some energy, you can always put on some more energetic music. Today we had some higher upbeat classical music. We listened to some of those kid Christian songs, and my boys just love it. They go around dancing and laughing. My 1-year-old is standing there trying to dance, clapping his little hands. It's really fun, and it does get out some energy, which is great. Number 4 on my list is books. We are always reading books. My boys are always reading books. I try and read to them every day, whether it's a little bit more of an advanced chapter book for them to listen to, or it's kid books, like baby books, and anything in between. We often go to the library and have extra books on hand that aren't part of the normal rotation, and I try and go through those often. It's such a sweet thing too, especially for boys, also for girls of course, but to be able to settle down and sit close to you, hear your voice, be near you, and have kind of that bonding time is really special and sweet, especially with really active boys. If you've never read books to your kids before, or you've tried and they only last a page or less, like my 1-year-old, I would encourage you, don't give up. It'll happen. They'll get more and more familiar with how to sit still and how to listen to the books. You can even use your hands to point out different parts of the picture, maybe even add to the story, and just show them the wonder of the books and how to use their imagination looking at pictures. My oldest, he loves books. He's definitely a reader. He's more inclined to it than my other 2, probably, but he just loves books. He will choose to read a book over doing other things. And my 3-year-old will also do that. He's more of a mover, but he also will sit down and look at books, especially if it's more of a directed time where I have them sitting in a specific chair, all cuddled up in a blanket. They also really enjoy doing that. Even my 1-year-old, because he's watched his older siblings reading books so much, he'll go over, grab a book, and sit down and try to turn the pages. It's so cute. It's one of my favorite things. When you're stuck at home, books are the way to go, in my opinion. Last on my list is more of an involved one, and that is teaching them a skill. Whether that's how to tidy up the room, we are practicing that a lot around here. That's a hard one. Or it's baking cookies that you can enjoy after they're done. Maybe it's learning how to cut an apple. Maybe it's stirring a pot. Maybe it's folding laundry. Whatever it is around the house, maybe it's putting on shoes. We have a really hard time with that. Pick a skill, make it fun, turn on some music, make a game out of it. But these slower days where you're stuck inside, it's a great opportunity to kind of pull them aside and work on those things together that maybe they are struggling with, or maybe they have an interest in. Maybe it's card making, kind of going back to the crafts. Maybe you have grandparents or aunts and uncles that are really close with your family that would love to get a scribbled on card, teaching them to think about others and how to show your affection for others and how to create and be creative. It's all good stuff. And on those quiet days when it seems like, at least in our house, things can get chaotic very quickly from being pent up inside for a while, it's great to refocus on the kids since you are so close and there's nowhere really to go. I know that slower days as a mom of littles can be a little overwhelming, tiring, long, maybe even a little boring for yourself as well as your kids. I find it so helpful to have even just a small arsenal of activities at my fingertips to be able to use throughout the day and throughout the week when the weather outside is not conducive for outdoor activities during the winter months. Do you have anything that you do on those cozy days? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll also put any links that I can find for the things that I'm using, like the Jonathan Park series and the Curious George book and CD. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope these were helpful for you, other mamas out there surviving with boys and teaching and training them and loving them. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day filled with lots of fun family time and enjoying the slowness where there isn't as much happening. I'm glad you were here with me, and I'll see you in the next video.
The lady next door was on swing. She sang higher and higher and louder than ever.